Hey everybody and welcome back. This is a new season of our podcast show. We haven't actually had a chance to do these in quite a while and it's really good being back in the studio. So I'm Chris.
I'm Henry.
And this is the Business Hustle podcast.
Well, today we want to look at working on your business and not in it. And one of the reasons why we actually haven't been shooting the podcast over the last number of months is because we've been working in our business so much, and now we've actually planned to take time away out of the schedule and say, look, no, we really need to be working on our business, and the podcast is such a massive thing in that, because we want to add value to what you guys are doing, how you can get off the treadmill of what it's called business and get on to living your life, growing your business. Chris?
Yeah, so whenever we first set out to do this podcast, straight away we thought to ourselves, what are we actually going to speak about? And the big kind of passion for us over the last 25 years working with other businesses has to be to help them grow, help them kind of come off being inside their business where they're working on things day to day. So for us, we want to help you find a route to find your voice, get seen, get heard, and be noticed in your marketplace and in your niche. So for us, we want to give you some ideas today, and we're going to pick maybe like 3 different things that you can do to help grow your business this week. And over the next course of these podcasts, we want to kind of roll out just some really good creative content that you can apply yourself inside your own business right now, today, and actually see a tangible result on it.
Yeah, some of the massive things for me is that from a business owner, your family man or a family woman, is that what does the next 3 years look like? What does your business look like in 3 years' time? And what are the key stages you can actually utilize now? The first thing you could do, you need to have a plan of what that actually 5 years look like, and then a strategy in place that actually helps you to take the steps towards that, which is absolutely massive and I was going to say massive and massive all at the same time. Both of them work. But the reality is that the key thing is, what does your life look like in 3 years? What does your business look like in 3 years' time or 5 years' time? Because if you don't know what it looks like, get the actual ideas, the plan out of your head and start to put them on the paper, while it be in digital form. And we have a business maturity date here, which is actually 18 months away.
Yeah.
And we're actually working towards stuff now. So the key thing is, what does it look like? Put a plan or a strategy in that allows you to plan towards that.
So for us, like, strategy is one of the biggest parts of our business, and before we put a mouse to paper or we've turned a camera on, the first thing that we're going to do is look at your business and come up with a strategy for it. And that's something you can do yourself.
Yeah.
So a lot of companies will oversell the whole thing about strategy and what they're going to do, and they'll charge you thousands for it. But pretty much strategy is common sense, and it's looking where you are now and where you want to be and what steps you have to take to get there. So for us, whenever we look at any kind of business that we're going to maybe do some design agency sort of stuff with, the things that we look at is what's their goals, where they want to be. So ask yourself right now, what's your goals as a business? Where do you want to be? So many businesses we meet will say, yeah, well, we want more sales, we want more traffic through our website, we want more visibility online. And those things are really easy to achieve if you apply just a bit of common sense to them. So for getting more traffic to your website, you need to be more visible when it comes to using social media. That's probably the biggest and easiest win that you can get right now this week. If you want to try and upgrade your visibility online, it's being more visible yourself using the likes of Instagram, Facebook, and more importantly is LinkedIn. LinkedIn for us has been a fantastic vehicle for all our clients that we work with. We do a lot of content production for them where it helps them be just seen online in front of the right people. So the biggest tip that I can give you right now for today is to start using LinkedIn effectively and be on posting content, even whenever it feels like it's a horrible day that you just don't want to type anything. Take a snap of the guys working in the office, the guys down in your warehouse, or maybe one of your branded vans. Take an image and just post it up there and turn up every single day.
Yeah, as Chris says, get the content out. And one of the key things you do that with your planning or your strategy is to create maybe a month or 2 month content calendar where you've actually taken a few hours out of the business, say, right, okay, for this month, I want to work on sales of a product or a service or whatever. And put in maybe a couple of posts each week that allows you to actually go, right, this is what the next month looks like. At least it gives you a visualization of what the next month looks like. So the key thing is get a plan or a strategy together, get a roadmap of what it looks like, and start to actually put a content calendar together that allows you to go, right, this week it's going to work on this product or this service. Next week I'm going to actually roll that out into this service. So again, little increments of planning and a strategy, and all of a sudden you start to pull. And the more actually, what I find is the more actually you start to do that, even in the dry, we don't come up on and posting. There's times we become dry and I go, that's Henry, that's absolutely rubbish content, but I have to get it out there. And all of a sudden you go, okay, well, and let the rubbish post actually push you on to put a better post up.
Yeah, that's it, and it's like going to the gym. You start out and you're trying to lift maybe a certain type of weight, and the more you try and lift that weight, the stronger you become. And it's the same across everything when it comes to marketing your business, that you might start out and you're maybe doing one part of your business and you're thinking, right, let's upgrade our photography, and you're taking like these horrible snaps on your iPhone. The more you do that, the more you improve on that, the better you become at it. And the more you speak on camera, the better you become on camera as well. So if I rewind maybe even years ago, whenever we first put our faces in front of the camera instead of behind it, it was a train wreck. It was an absolute train wreck. It was really hard. I had to really think about what I was going to say. And when you fast forward doing that a bit more, you become just that tiny little bit more confident on camera. And then you're able to relate to other people a bit better as well. So for me, make as much content as you can. Not everything's going to stick, not everything's going to work, but the more you become accustomed to producing content, the more you're going to learn what's working, what's not working. And then from that, you can then start to tailor it into an actual strategy. So look at parts of your business that maybe aren't working. So if there's a part of maybe the sales funnel that you really want to work on, you can target that then and start working on it. And
there's no better time to start, if you have never done this before, than today, and start to say, right, I want to look at what the next 3 months looks like, what my business look in 5 years time, and draw a line in the sand and say, right, okay, I'm going to move towards that. And get yourself an accountability buddy, or get, as we always call, outside eyes on your business, where that actually, look, I think if you maybe done this or done that, and they're small tweaks, sometimes they're not massive things, but they have big returns in regards to the minute, oh, I actually thought that worked, but it didn't. But always engage. You know, if you want to grow your profile and your relationship, I always say, look, grow how you would do it in a physical way, do it in a digital form, because obviously we're locked down for 13 months. So the more you do that, the more you engage. You know, when I see guys on their sell, it becomes monotonous and boring. But if you're adding value, having a conversation, really love this content, what would you recommend if I'd done this? All of a sudden you're having a digital relationship in a more digital way, really. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to kind of wrap up here. The big takeaway for me at the minute is produce content. So if you're not producing content on a consistent basis, become more visible, become more credible by just posting out content. And then the next big thing that we want to leave you with is to drop a question in the description below and ask us anything. Basically, we've spent 25 years doing everything.
26 actually.
26, I've said 25 for the last 3 years. So we have spent a long time learning all the different types of media that you can do, from billboard advertising to ad shells to cinema ads, radio ads. We've done it all, we've seen it all, we've learned what works and what doesn't work. And especially when it comes to Northern Ireland based businesses, there's things that you can do right now which are cost effective and can totally transform your whole business and the whole sales sequence that happens inside your company. So one of the things that we want to ask you, and we're going to leave you with, is hit us up with a question, ask us anything about marketing, anything about web design, graphic design, photography,
where to buy
equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah, anything.
So we are here to basically give you guys as much free value and as much content that we can give you to help you grow your business and make our little country that just a bit more amazing.
Go Northern Ireland.